Hi, is your website bringing you customers or scaring them away? Today, we're going to share 5 quick fixes that you can make right now to turn your website into a powerful tool. Most business owners will set up a website hoping that it's going to work for them, but if it's not optimized correctly, it could actually be turning visitors away. We want to use this as a tool because it's not a set it and forget it machine. It needs to be optimized to keep visitors engaged, improve your conversions, and these simple actionable changes that I'm going to teach you right now, whether you build it yourself or work with a developer, are going to help your website start working for you. What I'm sharing on the screen is a simple Google website that I've published, and this is one of those free pre-built templates that you can get from sites.google.com. But this is really just the placeholder because I wanted to match what you have and give you a visual as we go down through this 5 list. The first thing on our list is a clear call to action. So as you see on the screen here, this particular website is the main header. It has the menu, and let me change how we have our backdrop there. So you can see this whole section right here is the screen that we're looking at. The call to action is the important thing that helps people know what to do when they get there. The website doesn't tell visitors what to do next. If this is something in your case, we want to make sure that your site guides people to what you want them to do. They'll leave and they won't know what to do. So here's the fix. Every page on your site should have a clear and easy to find call to action button, whether it says book now, book a call, download a free guide, shop. That call to action should be action oriented and it should stand out. Here's a good example. Instead of a button that just says learn more, you can change that learn more button to get your free guide now or schedule a free consultation. Go open up your website, take a look at your very first page, and tell me where those buttons are. So I want you to actually start looking at it from a perspective of somebody who has never seen this site before. Before I scroll, I haven't scrolled anywhere yet. I have this button right there that says schedule a call. It's pink. It's very apparent that this is what I want to do. And it's in a place that I have not had to do anything to get there with. So I know that I'm looking at a call, and I would probably change this. This is the salon theme. And you'll notice that as we go through the rest of the content on this website, the schedule a call would probably be schedule an appointment. And if you'll see this, the line above it, it says, do you need to speak with a specific stylist? ? Schedule a call. If you want to schedule with a specific stylist, I would change that to schedule an appointment. This is a hair salon, and they have different services in this particular theme. And as we go through, you'll be able to see those particular pieces. If you need help with that, go ahead and put it in the comments below or start it in the chat. But basically, we need to know if there is a consistent step that you want me to take on this homepage. Don't try to put everything here. If you want to schedule a call, if you want to learn more, if you have something to download, stay focused and give me that one particular main option that you want me to do. When I get there, I should be getting there and having this information readily available. If you want me to go to the next page, or you have an ad campaign that's taking me to another page, save that action for over there. We don't want people confused. If you've ever been to a drive-thru and you look at the menu and there's too many items on the menu, that's the same feeling that you're going to get at this website if there's too many things happening. Let me know if that makes sense, or if you need help changing some of your buttons, or drop a link to your website down below and we'll take a look at it. The next thing that we want to do is work on the home page headline. Now you'll notice I still haven't scrolled yet. This is the very top of that website, salon. And the first thing that people see when they get there, I've got this big, beautiful picture of salon chairs. The color is pink. The words are big and bright, and they're nice. And they have that gray shadow behind the word before the picture, so that way the white stands out pretty apparent. If it's not clear about what's happening on this website too, we'll also have people leave. They'll bounce. And when you start looking at your analytics, bounce rate is one of the most important things that you could start tracking, because if they come here and they leave after a very, very, very small fraction of time, and we want to keep them on your site, then we need to make sure that where did they come from that they bounced? That person is probably sending the wrong people, the wrong audience to my site. Or when they get there, we're unclear on what we do and we're not serving them or solving their problems. That's the other problem that we're going to run into, is that I thought I was coming here for a nail salon, but now it's talking about this other thing and I'm not sure what to do. Probably not a good fit for me. When you start to look at it, I want you to make sure that it is not vague. Don't use a vague slogan. Instead, I want you to change that to tell the visitors what you do and who you help. Your headline should clearly state the value and what you offer to the consumer in 1 or 2 sentences. If you had something, think about this. If you had something that said innovative solutions for every business, innovative solutions for every business, okay, that's really vague. But if we start to talk about helping small businesses get more customers with smart marketing strategies, now we have an audience and what we do, and our smart marketing strategy says our value. We help small businesses get more customers with smart marketing strategies. Okay, I can envision that. I could get behind that. There's a big difference between now what it used to say was innovative solutions for every business. That's nice for those other businesses. So I want you to think about who you serve and if you can use that in a way that connects to that person. So this is your option to make the connection with the people who are landing on your website. So at the very top of the screen, it says, look and feel beautiful. There's salon chairs. I get it. Look and feel beautiful. Okay. The best service, the best styles is this exact same problem that we were just talking about. Innovative solutions for every business. Service and styles for every head. It's kind of vague. I would definitely tweak this best service, best styles to the best hairstyles and customer service for every person. Something that talks to the people that we serve and addresses the things that we do for them. If you want us to take a look at it, drop your website down below and we can look at it together. Now we're going to move on to mobile optimization. Mobile optimization has to be addressed because more than half of your traffic is coming from mobile devices. Think about how often you're on a computer versus looking at it on a phone. If your website does not look good on a phone, then people are not going to be able to navigate through it and they're probably not going to want to stay. Grab your phone, open up your website, and I want you to look at it and say, are the buttons easy to tap? Is the text readable without zooming in or zooming out? And is there anything that's actually blown out of proportion so it's not fitting left and right? If there's something that needs adjusting, then I want you to take a look at that either through your own lens or a web developer's lens or reach out. But either way, we have to understand and identify that it actually needs work. Let me show you how an easy way you can edit this. So how can you look at it from the computer? I have the website open. You can see look and feel beautiful. This is the salon. There's the menu. And I'll scroll down so you can see the rest of it. So there's actually content down below, and all of these pages have content too. What do we do when we want to see what it looks like on a phone? I want you to right click on your computer. At the very bottom in Chrome says inspect. So we're going to inspect. Now you can see that it has actually changed the way this looks on the phone. So on the computer, Control I or right click, inspect, and now you can see this goes up and down, and this is set up for the dimensions on an iPhone 12 Pro. You can change that to a Pro Max. You have a drop-down menu that you can change it to a Samsung Galaxy or the iPhone XR. And you can see it starts to get shorter. The Galaxy Z Fold is really skinny. And the Surface Pro, there's our tablets. So it's a really cool tool. And all I did was right click on it. And I was able to change the dimensions. So pixel 7, you can see that here. And what we do is we start to scroll down. Did the text stack well? Is our button aligned and fitting inside the screen there? Our next headline there, and then our pictures stacked. We had 3 pictures, our content, and then our footer. That was all that information right there. So Control I, and then all we had to do was inspect, right click, inspect, and then we can close that window when it pops open. And that brings us back to the regular one. So you can see how wide it is. We have our 3, they stacked, you saw that. This fit well within the screen for the phones. This was lined up properly, and these were scaled to be able to fit in that width. Okay, so open up your website on the computer, and then I want you to, after you open it, right click, and then you right click and inspect. On the top left, you'll see the devices, and you can just toggle between them. That is fix number 3. It's not going to take you very long to do that. You can absolutely take a look at it and see if there's any needs or anything that needs to be fixed or adjusted, and I want you to do that for all of the pages. We'll move on to fix number 4. And fix number 4 is how fast your website launches. If that website takes longer than 3 seconds to load, you're going to lose more than half of your visitors. They're gone. Those are potential customers that before they even see your content, they have bounced. We have a quick fix tool. How do we check and see if it's actually going to load fast, or are there pieces and parts that we need to work on? And if you want me to check your website, we can do that. Send us in the chat or drop it into the comments below. But I have a few tools that I can share with you. And the first one is a free Google PageSpeed test. And let me share that with you. I'm going to a new page. So we're going over here. And this is PageSpeed Insights. I grabbed our website address and I pasted it into the box here. This is what it looks like when you get here. And then I click Analyze. It runs the analysis, and it's going to tell us both how does it load on the phone and how does it load on the desktop. That's the really cool thing about PageSpeed Insights. This is what your users are experiencing when they visit your website. And you'll see here we've got yellow, greens, reds, and then it gives us the analysis of it down below. So on this template, I haven't done anything with it. I just published it 5 minutes before we started. And we have greens on the top things. And there's 3 things at the top that are good. The next one is the first contentful paint is 1.8 seconds. And the time to the first byte is 0.9 seconds. I'm going to keep going down because I want you to see the rest of the valuable things in there. So basically what you see here is 3 greens and 2 yellows. Our performance is 65%. Our accessibility is 94. Best practices is 82. We did not get over 90 on that one. And our SEO is not set up here as well. So this actually gives us some more information, more than just the speed, but all of those are really good tools for you to look. Our performance. So that's why I went ahead and zoomed past those, because now it's going to break it down and tell us what we can do with that. 65% on the performance. And the performance, again, has to do with that information up above, how fast those big pieces at the top load. So the first pieces up here and the biggest pieces in here are taking way too long. We've got a lot of issues going on with the 2 pieces of content, and the blocking time and the cumulative layout is green, and a speed index is 3.9. And we see the tree map. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 issues, something like that, that we need to address. And if you expand them, they'll give you a little more information. It's technical information. This is not technical class today, but things that you need to be looking for. And you can reach back out and say, what do I do with these? Is there anything I can do? Or you can just open up that and start searching on a Google search query to see what can I do to improve these things. Now that you know what it is, you know what's happening and how you want to resolve those, that will help you. And then we have width and height elements. So the images are not specified with their width and height. And our static images, the static assets that we have 5 of them, could have been cached. And we're serving legacy JavaScript on modern browsers. That's a pretty old template. The Salon template has been around for a while. And then we have some other things in here, third-party usage, avoiding long main thread tasks, so how long things are happening. There's 4 of them that are taking a long time to get through. There's steps. Then we have layout shifts, timer marking and measures, and then some other things down below. This answer isn't relevant to you, but what I want to do is walk you through them and make sure that you open them and understand them. Then as you start to look at the mobile version, click over to the desktop version and see if it's the same, relatively different, anything different that has happened. And in fact, we have more greens on the desktop version than we do on the mobile version. And again, we have this one here, the largest contentful paint is taking too long to get these to render. So those are things that we can do. Accessibility, if you recall, we have 4 performance issues that are graded. So I'm going to go back over to the mobile device, and you'll see 65, 94, 82, and 83. So let me go down to the next section. Bear with me here as we scroll. I don't want to make you dizzy. Accessibility, it's the detection of issues. Then we'll see those down below. Not applicable and past audits. So there's some more details in here. Image elements do not have the alt tag. So when you bring them in there and you work on the images, that's your alt attributes. Make sure they all have their alt tags. Best practices. It used deprecated APIs. There's one warning. And the API in here looks like there's an issue with that one. So if you're using this Salon, there's going to be something that is going to be removed from the browser. So we'll need to learn a little bit more about that. And there's some other things in here as well. The header, the HSTS header reduces the risk of downgrading the HTTP, which is the hypertext protocol. Again, I don't want to bore you with all the technical things. We have 14 audits that have passed and 4 things that are not colored that are not applicable. Then we go to SEO. So if you want a quick check on your SEO, this is a bonus that you can run this on the Page Speed Insights, put your link in there and get a grade on your SEO score. See what's red and then the past ones, which are green. And it does not have a meta description. It's because it's not a real website. And the image elements need the attributes for the alt tags. And it just identified that to us. So that is a part of the SEO, just so you know that. And these are all the green things that have passed. So with regards to our analysis, I want you to get into the Page Speed Insights and at least look at the performance and the performance issues and the scores. Make the changes that we talk about and come back and do that again and see if there's any way that you were able to work on this. Now, I do want to show you in the load time that you can find other pictures out there as well. And so I'm going to give you one resource. This is another bonus that if you don't have pictures, you can go to Pexels, and I typed in Salon, and then I click search in the photos. As I scroll down, there's 3.7 thousand images and videos that we have in here in the salon. If you want to narrow it down, you can say beauty salon, hair salon, relaxing, animal salon, haircuts, makeup, spa. So there's different categories, but I'm just going to go down here. And what I want to show you in this feature is the ability to download free images from here. This is PEXELS, pexels.com when you are working on their pictures, make sure that you understand the terms and conditions to use it. Don't change their title. And if you want to learn anything about it, you can here. If you like the style, you can follow the photographer and see more of his. So as you're building out your salon, you can have salon pictures that have the same look and feel from having one photographer create that for you. So you'll have all of that in a theme. So let's go ahead and I'll finish showing you what I want you to do here. So if the pictures were too large and it took a long time for it to load, I want you to click on this little triangle over here and you'll see there's small, medium, large, and the original is 5,000 by 3,000. We don't need anything that quite big for our website. So what we want to do is go to a medium, or if you're using it just in a very small space, a small, and then we can click download that selected size and it'll be on your computer and you can go back over to your website and upload it and replace that with a very small, easy to load picture. And then if we follow this gentleman, we'll see all of his pictures and we can see that he's got the same look and feel to his edits and the things that he's published. So if it happens to be that there are multiple scenes from that particular photo shoot, then you would be able to use all of those pictures in your website. So that's just another quick tip to show you how to get some really good professional pictures if you don't have any yet. You can use those as placeholders in the meantime and do your lower resolution. So your website loads, you have your alt tags when you put them in there. And from there, you'll be able to change some of those page speed insights. Okay, that's fix number 4, page load speed. We talked about also how to get some new elements in there and save some of that processing time. The very last one we're going to go over today is your contact information. It may seem obvious, but you might be surprised actually how many websites that we run into that make it hard for visitors to actually get in touch with them. So here's our fix. Make sure that your phone number, your email, and your social media links are easy to find and potentially on every page. If you don't have a contact form yet, I also want to consider having you create one and put that in there today. So we have our contact form, they fill it out, make it easy, and then notify the person who's going to be in charge of that, whether it's you or a sales team, or the marketing team, or somebody from that department. Make sure that they know that they got a new form filled out. So how easy is it to contact you from your website? Put a 1 through 10 in the chat below and then let us know if there's plans that you have or what you want to do next. Let me take you around this one real quick. So we'll go on a tour. I'm going to click the contact button here just so that way you can see what happens. So obviously that page header is important. Contact us. I'm in the right place. The next thing is hours and appointments. And remember, this is the salon theme. We can call or email to book an appointment. And we don't want that pink one on the front, so we would change that. Book an appointment button. We have the phone number and we have the email address, our availability, our hours, and this is one of the really big ones that people miss. This is our address and a map to get there. So if you have the ability to add that map into your website, do so. Then the footer has the email, the call to action, the phone number, and the actual link to that. Those are on every page. So if I go to the services page and we scroll down, you'll see that same call or email to book an appointment. We go to the about page, about us. We go down, there's the stylist, call or email to book an appointment. So that footer carries that contact information all the way through. So I wanted you to be aware of that. That's tip number 5. And I want you to make sure that you have a good, easy way to get people to contact you. Okay, let's do a quick recap. We've covered 5 quick website fixes today. Your call to action buttons, I want you to go and reevaluate them and make sure that it's very specific in telling me what I'm going to do next. This button should not be learn more or click now. It should be very specific. Grab your free PDF, schedule an appointment, Click this button to get on our calendar. Those are the very specific things that we want to do with the call to action. Make sure it's consistent all the way through. You can tweak the words a little bit down the page, but when I read what I want to do, it's going to be book a call, schedule an appointment, or whatever that is. I want you to do that all the way down the page. The next thing that we want to talk about is your homepage headline. And that homepage headline, let me go back over there, is the first thing that people see. Make sure that it tells people what you want them to know. We will make you feel beautiful. We will make you feel and look beautiful. You'll have the best service and the best styles. I would not keep that best service and best styles. Go back to yours, go back to your headlines, make sure that it looks good, makes sense, and tells people what you want them to do and what you do and the value that you bring. Check your mobile optimization. Right-click, inspect. When you're in Chrome, switch the device so that way you can make sure that everything fits. Then I want you to get your page speed for how fast it loads on the phone, how fast it loads on your computer, and that's your page speed insights. And then go back through and make sure that your contact information is available on all of the pages. And it's more than just a phone call. If you have social media accounts, get them to reach you everywhere so that way they can take it offline and start building a relationship with you. Pick at least one of these now and go fix it on your website as soon as you can. And if you want more tips like this, then you can grab my free guide on optimizing your website for better results. Just click the link below. And if you found this helpful, be sure to like this video, subscribe, tell a friend, turn on notifications so that way you don't miss any of my live trainings. And thanks for watching. And I will see you in the next one.